Hello boys and girls, it's me, Cool Yoshi 1907 here with another video, where in the last video, I'll just show you what happened. We raced in a special cup and came in first place, and we got all these new stuff now. Holy crap, just finishing the specialty cup, getting it out of all these new stuff. We have so many stickers now, it's hard to choose one. We'll just stick with Rainbow Woe, because it most represents what happened. Anyways, I'll show you what happened. We elect to color characters, and we can also look at their race styles now. We're gonna ignore most of the twos on the right, though, because some of them, they're just the costumes. Some of them are new characters, others are just the same characters again, just different. So, trying to figure out which racers I haven't done yet will be tricky, but again, we'll be doing it page by page. Anyways, we'll set up on Wario first, because Wario's the next character we want to use. Alright, this got moved to the first set, so I guess we'll be using the Hyper Pipe next. Who knows? Anyway, I just want to show off that, yes, we did everything in 50cc mode. So, yes, if you're wondering, when you restart this game, if you do it on 150cc difficulty, it just does the same start to everything. So if we want to do 200%, we have to do every single difficulty at least once. But anyways, that's not what we're here for, because this game apparently has a second main solo mode, and that's Knockout Tour. This is what we're gonna show off first. So, we have 8 new race sets to go in completely different tracks. They're like rallies, and I believe we just have to try not to get eliminated. I think that's what we have to do. And I said I'll be doing these on the difficulties as well, so we're gonna have to do that. Also, they're much longer from the looks of it, so we'll see how long this takes. So this is Knockout Tour, a completely different mode in the game. If it takes 30 minutes, we're probably gonna have to do only one cup at a time, who knows. We'll probably be just doing one normal anyway, but anyway. So, Knockout Tour is a new mode exclusive to this game, I think. So as I'm aware. I believe it still starts with 24 racers, but there's a big difference with this one, which you'll see in a minute. So, as you can see, this is a segmented position race. They don't seem to care about whether or not you are winning the races anymore. Now you just have to be this place or better by the end of the race. And slowly but surely, the other racers will get removed as they lose. That's what Knockout Tour is like. It's basically like, remember those other classic arcade games, you know, that had like self-elimination stuff where, oh, if you didn't finish this position, you'll get knocked out immediately. That's basically what Knockout Tour is. That's the easiest way to simplify it, at least. So we need to be a certain place or better. This will be pretty easy at first on the easiest difficulty. By me. And then, by the end, the only way we can actually finish is we need to be first on the last race. This means we can actually fail all we want on the last race steps, and it won't really matter until we get to the end. But of course, there's also 6 different cups to go through, so it's gonna take a long time. Also just realized this world does not have you going in the circuits anymore. Instead, there has you just going around naturally. Of course, you don't have to be in first to finish these anymore. That's actually probably the biggest difference, is they let you be in the specific map and you could still keep going. And there we go. I also just realized they do this as one full race now and just have it be extended. So rather than the races taking a determined amount of time, the different racers just slowly get moved one by one. And then only the person that's first gets their gold. So we don't have to be in the absolute first every race, like in Grand Prix, which probably makes Grand Prix a little trickier. But that also means there's no supposed star rank either, because like I don't think they track it, and you'll see why I mean by it. And I'm pretty sure there is no star rank here, so yeah. So that's one last thing to worry about. Interesting that they just made it one massive race with 6 segments, and you have to be a certain place, in this case 16 or better, to that checkpoint, or else you will get eliminated. This is probably going to feel a little boring at first, especially in the weaker difficulties. Yeah, I just cannot seem to keep up, especially since we picked Mario, one of the faster characters in the game. I think for the most part, if you want to actually say mentally finish this game, as tempting as it is to play Yoshi on all the races, we do have to play all the characters at least once, and also Mario and the faster ones like Bowser are just in general faster. Okay, I think this must be Chocolate Island. That makes the most sense. Kinda has that similar feel. Oh my goodness, all the items in the world. Again, thank goodness they let you only... You do not have to be first in these at first, but it will start to matter a little bit later. That also means we'll have less AI to deal with later. And so that's going to be cool. Okay, that worked to get us over there, but it didn't really help us out otherwise. I promise these races look different, by the way. Go. After all the items there, we probably should be more careful. Try to save our items here. Well, these items look crazy, I'll say that much. Of course, because this is a lot of knockout tour, it also takes longer to get to the fight, so expect to see lots of fish shells here. Because it's not like the previous race app where it's like segmented, so yeah. I can only imagine how much lucky it might be to get through the whole race of this without seeing a blue shell at least once. I'll say that much. Get our coins back after that hit. That's an I guess the best time to probably use that. You can keep going back up to 20 coins immediately. So, what's interesting about these races is you seem to be driving more in the open world than, like, the random road, basically. This is where you would be driving in free roam mode, but now you drive as part of the course here, instead of just driving around the circuits like you would in Grand Prix mode. We got Rick Crew fit for Wario, that's pretty cool. Rocking lots of different costumes, which is great. Honestly, just looking at that massive character cast looks insane, I'll say that much. I guess they do a pink effect when you're about to finish specific shot. So it's basically just one big, long, massive race. That's basically what it is. I hope that 50cc of this doesn't get boring, but I did say I would show off all the difficulties. This is just how we learn. I actually wonder what happens. Yeah, okay, it just follows you. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured it followed you. First, because it's Mario, we take a lot longer to get back up. But once we actually get back up, let's say we start going really fast. And that's the catch of having faster characters. They lose more speed more quickly. Just in time, alright. I'm on a slit, which isn't the best. Other than that, yeah, we seem to be fine. It's kind of interesting how the pack gets pinned down. Like, it starts with 24 racers at first, but the fact that you don't have to be initially means you can take your free time if you want. Honestly, because this is 50cc, this is going to be pretty easy to do for the most part at first. Go up that way. Okay, so the final one at the very least finishes on a track, but most of the tour is otherwise spent doing stuff. So, the last course is the only thing that you do fully as a full lap. Do it once, too. Oh, I just realized, whoa. Hang on. There's a trick chain mechanic, I just realized. Like how I'm only now just realizing this after paying like minutes. This is the worst lap to get hit by a blue shell. Oh gosh, Bowser's actually also going pretty fast now all of a sudden. A little surprised, we need to be quick. Okay, cool. I guess that is a way to avoid the blue. So we can at least avoid a red with that. Okay, we learned a new tactic. So I guess, yeah, it's not until the end that we are determined whether or not we win or not. Interesting. So pretty much depending on what you finish with in the last part, if you make it to that, is whether or not you get first or not. Oh, we do get a free star in CAC. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Oh boy, so we are gonna have to get free stars on his duo. Oh boy, this is not gonna be fun. So we have to be somehow first in each of those races. That's gonna be tough. But there's even more of them. Oh man, how in the world are we gonna get free stars on that? Well, we just have to go through it, hope for the best. I think we actually unlocked most of the other areas. The only other thing I could see that's different is Piranha Plant on the right. Otherwise, not much else to say. Looks like we're on to Waluigi next. So we're doing both Waluigi and Mario at the same time. Oh, this is a perfect bike for Rallies, huh? Let's try that. Right, so how in the world do we get free stars on all of these? I thought, last I looked, there was no free star mechanic in this, but there is. Now looking at it again, there is one. Okay. That's worrisome. I wonder what determines how you get free stars or not. We'll just have to figure it out. I was really hoping this would be much simpler, but I guess not. Oh, look at all those tricks we do on top of that. That's gonna be trippy to figure out how to do. Here we go. So here we are. There he is, Waluigi. So yeah, as you can see, this new world quite a bit different. It's not quite the same. Oh gosh. I want to go over here. Oh, let somebody else to do it first. Instead. I guess we better use these quickly and then so we can get, Vampire Waluigi, or Wild Vampire, as they call it, apparently. So this is one of Waluigi's outfits. Very interesting. I won't say how much. And I probably should have driven that way. Again, we only need to be 20th or better, but I think we need to do a little bit of, now that I know that we're probably going to have to win these races as well. It's going to be pretty tough then. Perfect. Got Peach there, but nailed Peach with that one. These cells are probably not going to be good. We'll do this. We can get item there. Try and get more protection. Which we did not get much. Just one protection. Still better than nothing, I guess. I don't know what I feel about Knockout Tour so far. I definitely feel like it's different. It's not quite the same as the normal Mario Kart format, but I will admit it does keep the game unique. I think for free star we just have to keep this crown pretty much the entire way through. I think the most straightforward path on the ring seems to be the best option. Yeah, I think right now we're taking the good path here. Knowing which path to take is also going to be pretty tricky on these at first. Oh, we're doing pretty well so far as Waluigi. Whoa! Heck. Something weird happened. If you're wondering, something weird just happened, but it looks like I'm still playing at the very least. Don't ask me how I'm still out here. Wait, actually, how am I recording? If you're wondering what just happened there, I think the power flipped off and it like clicked off for some reason. It was really weird. Strangely, my recording is still going, so I guess I'll take it. I'll keep going for now. That still shocked me quite a bit. Hope it fixes itself soon. So we don't have to deal with booms early in the trip, but when that gets used, the booms do appear. How many? How long these single trackers gonna be? We're bound to get items quite a few times. There's not much you can really do to avoid it, this line. If anything, it's more about protecting yourself, trying to stay around for as long as you can. Yeah, okay. Might actually initially lose our first place for a bit, but we'll probably get it back very quick too. See what I mean? Whoa. Let's just go off on that, why not? So, you can actually just do more tricks together for a boost. I probably should have done that sooner. Isn't this the weird one that had we should be going this way. What am I thinking? Yeah, who needs this path when you could just go like this? So we can just keep tricking in here. It's kind of funny to do all those tricks in a row. It looks really cool. Alright, let's see what we get this time. Okay, all that did was get us back to the normal outfit, unfortunately. Alright, well, we're still going strong. So now we know this is going to lead to dodge red. We should use it when we're trying to dodge a red. Or actually, I guess we could possibly also use it to do something really interesting. Like this. Yeah. So I guess that's the other way to use that item, is to just use it for a big boost like that. That's pretty cool. Tricky part of this mode is not knowing where your opponents are positioned. They're so tightly close in this part, it's hard to know when they're not they catch up to or not until the very last minute. It's the only nervous thing I get from this mode so far. Again, it's also 50cc mode. You'd think they make it a lot easier. Alright, so far we're doing pretty well. You kill it. Good. You timed that perfectly. Wonder if we could still lock characters in this. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe they're only locked in Grand Prix, so who knows. Do not want to get bad, so let's go over here instead. Oh, careful, that car there. I don't think that's a rail, so I need to look here. I was wondering when lightning would show up. Yeah, I swear, they did their flight quite a bit. It seems like they just don't slow you down as much. The only really annoying part about it now is, obviously, your items. We get Road Ruffian for our last section here, which was pretty cool, and actually it's pretty fitting for this. Considering we're very well AG's setup so far. And we got his biker outfit too, so we got a bunch of stuff towards the end here. So now, is this the end, or do we go somewhere else? It looks like we're still going somewhere else for now. Oh yeah, now we're on the second track of the game again. I like that you could do multiple tricks at once. You used to only be able to do one, and then it was just different depending on how long you went on for. So yeah, that looks cool. So yeah, we get a better boost by doing that. I guess the only reason why it didn't work before that was really cool to do, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, we won. Well, we won that as well. Now I need to figure out what happened to my banner. There's Mario. Look at you. Well, I didn't know there was a freestyle on this, so this is gonna be different. Being first on each section in this long of a race when you could just fall behind at once, it's really hard. Could probably be even harder. Anyway, still getting more stickers unlocked, but I think now we need to do some other stuff here. So yeah. That was the first bit of Knockout Tour mode. It was very interesting, I'll say that much. I'll see you guys in the next video though. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we continue playing this amazing game. Until then, bye.